marketing is the major role for the successful roadshow. Yeah. Could you please explain what kind of marketing campaigns are successful in order to have a let's say, to have a successful roadshow?
Okay. So when it comes to the marketing, right? As I said, when you do your research, you need to identify. The same thing goes with marketing. For example, let's take a city like or country like Germany as an example, that you're planning to do an event in Germany. Okay, fine. That's cool. Okay, so who are you identifying in Germany? Who is going to be your target audience? Is it all of Germany? It doesn't work like that. You need to identify. Now, there's a huge community of like the Arab community in Germany. If that is your target audience, okay, so when you identify that's your target audience, maybe it's a very good idea to do your marketing in 2 different languages. You can do it in Arabic and you could do it in English or in German and see the kind of traction that you get from that and then take it from there.
Even though you're doing it in Germany. But because you're targeting the Arab speaking in Germany, that's your target and that's the language you use.
And another thing that you can do is if you're going to this territory for the first time, for example, right, and you're not too sure about it yet or what the kind of results that's going to come from it, you can always run a test campaign. When you run a test campaign, it will give you all the analysis that you will get. Who are the people who are seeing it? These are the people that we should identify or target. And that way you can understand and take it from there who your target audience is going to be. So these are things that a lot of the time, in my experience with the agents that I have worked with, don't even look into. They're just looking to, oh, ABC went to this country or this city, so I want to go here too. Okay, but ABC did their homework. Like that's why they went to this place and they generated that kind of results. For example, if you ran a test campaign and from that test campaign, you got maybe 200 or 300 confirmations or like that kind of interaction or that kind of interest was generated from that campaign. Yes, you should go there. So that's definitely there as well.
And what kind of time period have to be done before the roadshow marketing campaign?
So once your event, if you're going with a developer, for example, once your event has been approved, it's very good to start your campaigns. I would say 3 weeks in advance. Yeah, 3 weeks in advance, not before that, because then it's too long and people are going to forget.
Okay, so 3 weeks.
Yeah, 2 to 3 weeks, you can say, before the event date is. And from there you start on. And then there's steps to that as well. So a lot of the time agents just think that you put on a campaign and people will register. Okay, cool, let's see the event. No, that's not how it is. So when you do, you start your campaign, you get interest and you get registrations and you get confirmations. What is the next step? The next step is for your telecalling team that you have is to call them, schedule a meeting with them, and then schedule a Zoom call with them to be able to qualify the client. Because what a lot of agents don't realize is that the only way your event is going to be a success is you already have pre-approved buyers, like interested buyers who are ready to pay. That is the whole goal of the roadshow. It's for them to come and bring their cash and bring their money. You know what? You told me everything about the project that I needed to know. I just wanted to see you in person and to make sure that, yes, you are a real company. And now I'm ready to put in my deposit amount. Like that is when your event is a success, when you have like buyers from like ready buyers already who are just ready to buy on the spot. So how can you do that? You can do that by first registering them, first of all. Second of all, having your telecalling team call and confirm their confirmation. Third, you schedule a Zoom call with them to understand what their needs are, have your salesperson discuss everything with them. And then 2 or 3 days before the event, you schedule another Zoom call with them just to make sure the client is good and they're going to be coming to the event, and then you take it from there. So these are the steps that are in place. Like that's where, yes, the person who is going for the event is very important. I mean the agent who's going for the event, that's very important for them to have that kind of knowledge. But equally important is your telecalling team, your marketing team, and your other sales managers or your agents who are going to be doing the Zoom calls.
I think everyone has to note it down because this is one of the secrets of the successful roadshows. Because I know personally many agencies who are thinking that I will go to that country, I'll create this event, and then I will close it on spot just because the sales process went well. But in reality, as you explained, the reason is that you close the client before the roadshow. And in roadshows, they see you as a live person, they trust you more, and then they bring the check.
And a lot of people, what they don't realize, like you said, they come with the mindset, we'll go and we'll close on the spot. I'm not saying that doesn't happen. It does happen, but it's not that common.
And it's very hard to predict, isn't it?
Yes, it's very hard to predict the kind of people you're going to get. So I've had cases and scenarios where the kind of clients who come to the event are people who come with their CVs, people who've come asking for a job. We want a job at this developer, or like just something, or they're selling something. So that's a waste of time for your team and for the developer as well. And it's a waste of money because a lot of money goes into this. Even if a developer is going to sponsor your event, that's maybe 30% of the cost. The rest of the cost is still going to be managed by your team, and it's really expensive. So in order to make sure that your money is well spent and well utilized, it's so important to make sure that all the right steps are followed.